Hello everyone, thank you for tuning in to my channel once again. This is the Crypto Slayer. I'm going to be talking about the Quant token. So you're not going to want to miss this video because we're going to discuss its connection to the Hyperledger once again and renew the reasons why this is going to be the first token on the Hyperledger Fabric that's going to reach $1,000. Because we have Ripple, we have which is basically, it deals with XRP through their ODL service, but we also have Stellar that's on the Hyperledger Fabric, but Quant, and there's also Hedera Hashgraph that are on there, but Quant, I believe, is going to reach $1,000 first before the other tokens. And this is obvious, this is common sense, because if you look at the tokenomics, it does not compare to the other blockchains that I discussed. So and then plus, this token is just absolutely mind-blowing, guys. What it's trying to do, it's insane. They're going for something that's very needed right now, which is interoperability. That's the whole reason why it exists, is to make interoperability between legacy systems like Swift and other banks, freaking blockchains, distributed ledger technologies, and networks together. Like, it's going to make that interoperability possible with one single API. So you're going to be able to access those networks through the Overledger without having to jump through hoops to be able to get that. It's going to make the process much simpler. It's going to save companies a lot of money, and that's the value that they're going to be providing as a distributed ledger technology company. Basically, something big is definitely brewing. Check out the recent hires, and this is from their LinkedIn, but they hired a Hyperledger Fabric engineer, a certified Corda blockchain engineer, as well as a product analyst. You got more product analysts, back-end, front-end developers. You got a Hyperledger Fabric engineer. Guys, they are trying to make interoperability between Corda and Hyperledger possible, and you guys know how much value that's going to be for the Quant token and for all the other tokens that are on the Hyperledger Fabric, as well as the ones that are in the Corda Cellular, which is XRP and XDC. This is Stefan Stonberg. He is the CEO of Bittrex. He made a thread on Twitter. It's about 6 tweets long, and it's about why he's very bullish on Quant. So he says that this is his Crypto Thoughts series, in which I take a closer look at some of the projects in the crypto blockchain space that have me beyond bullish. He mentioned Quant Network, that's their official Twitter right here. Where to even begin with a project as built out and exciting as this? Quant has completely taken the crypto and blockchain spaces by storm over the past year, especially as more and more enterprises are experimenting with DLT. Unlike a lot of these systems that don't have any tokens that offer exposure to the growing DLT space, Quant Network gives you direct access to all the traffic being driven by enterprises, corporates, and even governments into the distributed ledger technology world. The Quant token can be used as a proxy across multiple chains to all this activity, providing a precious opportunity to gain exposure to a new market segment that is actually seeing rapid adoption. Just think what this could mean for institutional involvement and investment, which is basically the same thing, but with some of the biggest names in the banking and hedge fund worlds now embracing the likes of Bitcoin and Ethereum, even IOTA and Solana. The fact that this new asset revolving around technology that the institutions themselves are adopting, which is agnostic to wider crypto trends and is being adopted by both retail traders and tech powerhouses alike, pitching institutions on buying and holding Quant is going to be a very tempting sell. Ultimately, this project has a variety of other use cases beyond distributed ledger technology, so I'm very excited to see where the Quant Network team goes next. Be sure to let me know why you're passionate about Quant and its future, as I am. And you guys should remember that Quant is a AWS or Amazon Web Services partner, and this is what they had to say about it. They said that the Overledger is the world's first blockchain operating system, harnessing the power of multiple blockchains by interconnecting the world's networks to unlock business value with just 3 lines of code. The Overledger solves interoperability between blockchains, distributed ledger networks, and existing legacy systems, enabling enterprises to innovate and build new business models. So then they also show Quant's headquarters and locations. But this is actually a very good indicator, guys, that Quant is a successful blockchain, that it actually works, because it's a partner of AWS, right? And Ripple is a partner of AWS. So they have very high standards on who they're partnering with when it comes to DLT technologies. They have a video right here and some more resources on the Internet of Value and what that looks like for Ripple, Ripple's vision for XRP. This is all on the Amazon.com website. And it tells you about Xcurrent, because this is a little outdated. Xcurrent is basically RippleNet. That's what it was renamed to. And XRapid, now known as ODL, or on-demand liquidity, but it's telling you, bro, like what it's about, the use cases. RippleNet members, it says that there's like more than 100 financial institutions that have joined RippleNet. The reason why this is even relevant to this Quant video is because Ripple is also partnered with Quant. Even if it was indirectly through other integrators or whatever, but still they're still connected in some way. So by them being Hyperledger members, they're a part of the same clique, and they can be in the conversation. So that's why I'm even bringing them up at the same time. Like, obviously they're way different, they're going for different use cases, but still, based on what we've just seen right here on the LinkedIn screenshot, there's a certified Corda blockchain engineer that was hired to work at Quant. So that means that some connections, guys, because the Corda settlers is definitely using XRP and XDC. So these are not competing against each other, they're trying to work together. This is called interoperability, and that's what's going to advance us further here in this new financial system. And whatever they're trying to establish, like whatever they got going on, they have their own agendas. But this is the percent of Quant that's on exchanges available for us to purchase. So that means that there's a supply crisis going on. Nobody is selling Quant. Only 1.98% of the supply is on exchanges, which, if you do the math, there's around 14.6 million total Quants that will ever exist. So if you multiply that times 0.0198, which is 1.98%, you get around 289,000 Quant tokens that is what's roughly available for us on exchanges. Now, this tweet is as of September 5th, so it could be less, it could be more, because of people selling and taking profits. Who knows? But guys, this is going to tell you that there's going to be a squeeze in the price. Like, it's going to shoot up, just because if not that many people are selling and people are just holding on to this token, people are going to fight and compete for, and then it's going to cause higher and higher prices, because the people that do sell are the ones with weak hands, the ones that are going to try to take some profits. But that amount that goes back into the exchanges after it was sold or whatever, it's going to be eaten up. The buyers are going to swallow it up and buy it up, and that's called liquidity, when there's a lot of buyers and sellers in anything. So a lot of liquidity, guys, is what's causing the price to go up and shoot up to what we see now. So we're seeing $312. I mean, we are down 7% September 7th. So the volume is also down, but I mean, the fact that we're still up, in the weekly, bro, like this much is insane. Because just a week ago, I think we were looking at $182, and now we're almost double that. So that's what I mean by I'm very bullish still. I still think this is undervalued. Now, that's my own personal take and opinion on that. And most of that sentiment comes from me observing and analyzing Quant's amazing and incredible tokenomics. I mean, it is a token, bro, that has 14 mil max supply, right? So that means that with a market cap of $1 trillion or more, Quant could reach over $100,000 per token. Now, Crypto Chart Slayer right here on Twitter, he's the one with this post. He predicted that could take up to 5 to maybe even 7 years for something like that to take place. We've hit two targets, which is the $10 Quant and then the $100 Quant. And according to him, the $1,000 Quant is loading, and I agree, bro. This is why I said that, in my opinion, I think that Quant will be the first Hyperledger member to reach $1,000 when it comes to cryptocurrencies that are on there, that are listed there. We have Hedera, we have Ethereum. Ethereum doesn't count. I'm just gonna put it out there because I think the Ethereum Foundation or something's on there, but Hedera is on there, Ripple's on there. Quant's definitely there, obviously, and then Stellar's there. So this is going to be the first one to reach $1,000, and then guess what? In the future cycles coming, 10,000, 100,000 with insane utility, bro, it's going to be a reality. So this is a problem with Ethereum. Okay, right now it's layer 1. It is very slow and inefficient. It also uses too much energy, and that's why I disqualified Ethereum, is because it is technically the first Hyperledger member to reach $1,000 as a cryptocurrency, but because I see no future in this, I really don't see it going anywhere, because XDC is already doing what Ethereum 2.0 is apparently going to do. I disqualified it. I see more of a future with Hedera, Hashgraph, Quant, obviously XRP and R3 Corda, whatever that's connected to, which is XDC Symfin. It's connected to those platforms for trade finance. Also uses the XRP token for settlements on the Corda settler. I think these are the ones that really matter. Ethereum at this point at 4K, you could get a 2 to 3, maybe 4x in price as a ROI in the next year or two. But the potential for you to make a 10x, 20x is obviously in these smaller cap tokens. Like XDC, even Quant could be considered small, small cap, because it's compared to like Ethereum. This is nothing. 3.7 billion, guys. And yes, Quant is a ERC20 based project, but the reason why I'm bullish on Quant is because this is very future proof. This is very agnostic. So you can port like the ERC20 token, and you can make it a XDC token. Like you can make it like live on the Symfin network, because ERC20 tokens could be ported over to the Cardano blockchain, also as well as the Symfin network. And I think there's other chains that are doing this now, where porting can happen. You can like where they have that sort of interoperability. So I'm not really worried that Quant is an ERC20 token, like, or API 3, guys, is because these guys can literally just like move over. They can change to a different chain, if that makes any sense. That's kind of the beauty of them being ERC20 in the first place. It's just I don't see a future in certain ERC20 tokens, but it doesn't definitely disqualify all of them. I think Matic is good. I've changed my mind on it. I used to say it sucks, but now I think I see value in it. I mean, they're scaling Ethereum or whatever, so they're layer 2 as well. As a layer 2 crypto that lives on the Ethereum network, I think Matic or Polygon is very solid, and Quant, API 3 are also very good, because they're actually doing something. Their use cases just outweigh the fact that they're built on this archaic and old technology like the Ethereum network. But yeah, guys, there's 28,000 holders for Quant. So we actually had an increase, I guess, over the past 7 days of around 2,000 holders around there. So we're getting around 2,000, 1,500 to 2,000 holders per week. So at this rate, guys, we're still not gonna get to 50K anytime soon, until at least like October. But I don't think that's impossible, because XTC surprised me. I actually had a feeling. I even mentioned it in one of my videos that I was going to get to 100,000 holders, and it did. But it surpassed my own prediction. It's almost close to 200,000 holders now. That's where XTC or Symfin is at. So I mean, Quant could totally surprise us, and there could be 50,000 holders by the end of maybe even this month. Who really knows? But at this rate, yeah, we're going to see anywhere close to 35 to 40,000 holders by the end of the month. If things really speed up with the Overledger and the update that's going to release soon, and there's more hype around Quant than there already is, then yeah, I mean, it could definitely go to 50K within a month and a half from now, which is going to be insane, guys, because that's going to almost like have like a doubling effect on the price. I mean, we could be seeing $450 to $500 per token if that's the case, where we do go to 50,000 holders. But yeah, definitely, guys, do your own due diligence and research, because there's a lot of scam projects out there. Definitely research something before you even consider buying it. That goes a long way, guys. It really does. Those hours that you spend researching, they add up and they make the difference, guys. Because some people could take the easy route, and they can join a Discord server, and they can get these quote-unquote signals, and they could get totally wrecked. Or they could actually spend the time researching, like they could put in the work and effort and hours, and all those hours will eventually result in them being massively successful in terms of like portfolio growth or whatever. Why? Because they put in the effort, they put in the work, they found which ones are the chosen cryptos, they found which ones are going to do something in the world, which ones are even practical and viable anyway, and then they chose those, and they decided to invest in that. and long-term value appreciation, because when you are a value investor and you hold for the long term, you can't lose no matter what. Like, as long as you know what you hold and you're holding the right cryptos for a very long time, you're not gonna take an L at all. So same thing with like Bitcoin and Ethereum holders who bought in from the beginning. Those guys who bought in at the beginning, all they had to do is just wait a couple years, like 5 to 7 years, and if they bought enough, maybe a couple $100 worth from the beginning, now they're multimillionaires. So it's just really how it is. I mean, it's kind of like set it and forget it type mentality, but yeah, there's I guess there's more to it than what I'm saying, but like I said, research and knowledge is everything. I love y'all. Hope you guys enjoyed this video, and if you guys did, definitely leave a like on it so that the algorithm can pick this up and promote it to more people out there, and my channel can grow. Comment as well if you have any suggestions for future uploads. I'll get to it as soon as possible. And subscribe to my channel if you're new. Follow me on Twitter, and yeah, that's it. See y'all.